This is Basic with the Behind the Build for San Diego Design Week. My name's Eric. I'll be the moderator.
Hey everyone, my name's Erwin. I was creative director on this project.
Hey, and my name is Camilo. I am a designer in this project.
Yeah.
Sweet. So I guess just looking at things from a very high level, what was sort of the idea behind the incarnation? And I guess to you both, what does San Diego Design Week mean, just in terms of the brand and things like that?
So I'll kick it off by saying it was a really exciting opportunity, when San Diego Design Week reached out to us, because it was a opportunity for not only us as like individuals and individual creators to do something, but really for the city to showcase the immense amount of talent that exists here in San Diego. San Diego is a city that oftentimes goes overlooked for other cities like in LA or like in New York or San Francisco. And this was the first time that we were able to really showcase all that San Diego has as far as creative. And for a long time, we've had a lot of different creatives operating in these individual pockets. So you have a bunch of amazing chefs, you have a bunch of amazing dancers, poets, really covering the gamut of all these industries. You have a bunch of great creators. But never before has there been a space for them to all gather and to sort of have that collision space. And while Basic, we do crafted, that's only 12 people every single month. This was, again, the first time where it was like a design festival that was rooted in collaboration across disciplines and really bringing all of those stories together.
Yeah, I want to expand on what Erwin is saying.
Yeah.
And at the same time, we want to represent all that variety in the brand. And we wanted to make the design system something inclusive, something like is constantly moving, and it can frame all the different disciplines we have in the city. We are a city which is really close with Mexico. So we have a lot of different cultures, we have a lot of different food, and we have a lot of different business here, like it's happening here. So we need a brand where we could fit all of that. We can make that like really interested and just invite people to the party, because we were designing something for a festival and we want to represent that, like that fun in the brand.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know, you both brought up the idea of inclusivity and diversity. So I guess talking about the design system, you know, what we actually delivered to the client, Camilo, could you expand upon like what exactly we did as far as here, hey, these are like kind of the bits and pieces of diversity and inclusion and things like that?
So talking about that, we have to have in mind this was a design festival where like a lot of disciplines were included. So we took inspiration on the early days of graphic design, at least, like for example, modernism. So we base our system in typography, which is also something Basic is really strong with. So we want our design system to be based on typography. So based on that, we create an alphabet, a custom alphabet made of different shapes. Like for us, graphic design, the basic of graphic designs are typography and shapes and color. So we took that and we create this alphabet where we can combine basic shapes and colors.
Yeah, so Camilla, you talked about kind of the nuts and bolts and pieces and things like that. As far as impact, like what we want to instill in San Diego going forward in our community, what do we hope to accomplish, or what do we hope we have accomplished with this whole design system?
I would personally say that this design system truly acts and quite literally is this open canvas for people to create on top of. So the base typography, the base typeface, really represents San Diego, right? Like it's beautiful in its structure and in how it looks, but it really comes to life when all of the different shapes and elements are added in. So when the S turns and has all of these different variations, all of those different S's really represent the eclectic creators here in San Diego. And to me, it really acts as this springboard and foundation to inspire that investment into the San Diego community by showing that you as an individual can actually have that amount of impact and actually shift the landscape of San Diego. It's important. So again, for me, I would see this logo and all of the different variations as a representation for the impact that the creators of San Diego are having on the landscape of San Diego. And I don't necessarily think that we're doing something that wasn't already happening, right? I think the logo itself is just a reflection of what is happening already. So I wouldn't say that we would take credit for shaping the future of San Diego. I would say that we're just helping to bring those things to light and give it a visual platform to play in.